What's going on today, guys? Been a few days since I jumped on here. I've been thinking about a few things based on some conversations I've had with a few people and just general trends, and I wanted to kind of get on here and do a little word vomit for you. Got a couple things I want to talk about today, and we'll see how it goes. So I hope it's helpful, and if you have anything to comment, I would welcome those comments. That being said, the first thing is, been studying a little bit about the brain and wanted to ask a question. Can you really change your life just by thinking about something? Can you change your entire habits, your entire outlook by what you think about? Well, the answer is yes and no, right? So there's a little piece of your brain back in the back called the reticular activating system. We'll call it RAS for short. And basically, every second you're looking around, there's so much information that you could possibly take in that your brain can't process at all. So there's something called confirmation bias that our brain looks for, and it wants to be right. It wants to look for things that confirm your outlook. So let's say you get up and start the day, and the first thing you do is start thinking negative thoughts. You start thinking down on yourself. You look at yourself in the mirror, you're like, I look like crap, I don't like myself, I got no energy, I'm unhappy, blah, blah, blah. Negative, right? You start your day off like that every day because of whatever your situation is. Your brain cannot process everything it sees, everything it observes. So it's going to look for things to confirm that negative thought process, those negative images, those negative your negative self-worth, whatever it is about you that you're negative about or negative about the world. Your brain is going to look for things to confirm that. Whereas the other side of that coin is, if you wake up, no matter how bad you've got it, and you find a couple things to be positive for, your brain is going to, your confirmation bias in your brain is going to look for things that reinforce that reinforce the positive. So if you're trying to make good changes with your diet, with your exercise, with your mindset, with your personal relationships, whatever it is, if you're being positive about that, this is where the power of positive thinking comes in. Your brain is going to look for the things that confirm that versus the things that confirm those negative things that you could have been thinking. So no, just thinking about something doesn't change your whole life, right? But your brain, think of it like when you're scrolling through Facebook or Instagram or something. There's so many words on that page, so many pictures. If you just scrolled down really fast and tried to process it all, you couldn't see all of it. But if you thought to yourself, all right, I'm going to think about exercise, or I'm going to think about food, or I'm going to think about the beach, and you scrolled down pretty quickly, your brain could pick out images of the beach as you scrolled through your feed really quick. Or you could think about exercise if you saw exercise pictures or food pictures. Whatever you're thinking about, your brain could pick those out because that's what it's looking for, and it could sort through all the madness. Kind of the same way with thinking positive versus thinking negative. All right? So outlook does often determine the outcome. You do have to still put in work. You still have to grow as a person. You still have to do all, eating healthy, working out, blah, blah, blah. You have to do all that stuff, but your outlook is hugely important. The second thing is, I wanted to talk about today. There's a lot of people out there that tell other people they can't do things. I don't know if it was because of how I was raised that we didn't put up with that. I'm very thankful to my parents for that. But the more conversations I have with people, the more people tell me that people in their life are so negative towards them, so negative towards any new thing they're trying to do. Oh, you can't do this, you can't do that, that's too hard for you. You know what? You should probably try something easier. You should probably not do that because it might inconvenience me. Guys, if this is what you're surrounded with, you got to get out. You got to leave that trash behind you. That is going to hold you down literally your entire life. If you're trying to make any kind of positive change in your life, and then everyone around you is telling you it's too hard, you can't do it, no, you're probably not cut out for it, you're too weak to do that, you can't do this. Guys, get out. Leave it. Don't try and change those people. Don't try and see if things work out. It is not going to happen. And if it does, cool, let them go do it with someone else. It is not your job to change people. It's hard enough to make positive self-change. If you're surrounded by nothing but negative Nancys all the time, get the hell out of there. Find people that are supportive of you. Here's a pro tip. Nobody that is doing more than you is going to talk down to you for trying. No one that's healthier than you, that's fitter than you, that's more successful in your job than you, that has better personal relationships than you, that focuses on personal growth. more than you. Nobody that does those things is going to try and tell you when you try and get better, hey, you probably shouldn't do that. You kind of suck. You should probably stay where you're at. They're not going to do it. Find people that challenge you to be better. Get in a group of people that's going to challenge you to be better. If you do all these things and then you go home or you go out and hang with friends that are just telling you, hey, you can't do that, you're going to fail, why are you even trying? Like, why are you with those people? It doesn't matter how long you've been with those people. If you're going to be the same your whole life, that's terrible. Why would you be the same your whole life? Get away from those people that are telling you can't do something. It's kind of like the Apple versus Samsung thing. Samsung tries so hard to be Apple. Samsung actually puts Apple branding in their commercials talking about Apple, giving Apple free advertising because they're better. People that are telling you can't do something or like, oh, you can't do CrossFit, CrossFit's too hard. Like, that's free advertising. Thanks for letting us live rent-free in your brain. Oh, it's probably not for you. It's too hard. It's probably not for you. You probably can't handle it. We have 40, 50, 60, and 70-year-old people working out in our gym, and we scale it back properly for each individual, and they kill it. And they're making progress, and they're doing it. Meanwhile, they got their friends that are younger, fitter, whatever, telling them, oh, you probably can't do it. Oh, it's probably too hard for you. Maybe you should try this. I got news for you. Those people are projecting their insecurities on you. They're projecting their insecurity about failing, about not being the best, about, whatever program they're trying to sell you, that they want to make you think you can't do something, right? They're wrong. They're projecting their insecurities on the world, right? Not the other way around. Don't listen to those people. You can do anything that you want to do, whether it's get ripped, whether it's get strong, whether it's be healthy. All you have to do is put yourself in the right place, right? Use the resources that you have. We're tons of resources here at CrossFit Die Hard. If you don't know what you need to know, find someone that does. So then you can reach out to them and say, hey, this is my goal. How do I do this? And if they can help you, cool. If not, they say, hey, I don't know the answer, but maybe this person here I can put you in contact with does. And then that person helps you, and all of a sudden you're learning things and you're going to be crushing your goals quicker than you ever thought because you put yourself and you expanded your circle, expanded your experience. You grew as a person, not stayed stuck to the same old people telling you that you can't do it, doing the same old things they've been doing since high school, dragging you down. All the time I hear from people, it makes me so sad. So sad people have these people in their lives that just hold them back for years, not like a week or two, like months and years and decades of their life being held back and being the same as they were before because whoever they surrounded themselves with when they were 18, 19, 20 years old, that was where their comfort zone was, and they just didn't want to move on. Right, guys, you can move on. You can make new friends. You can get new mentors. You can surround yourself with people that are doing what you want to do and living the life you want to live. You're not stuck where you are, right? So that's a little bit of my word dump for today. Had just some stuff on my chest that had heard a few different people talking about and had seen a few different things. Like the Apple Samsung thing makes me laugh. People talking about CrossFit. People talking about, oh, you can't do it. Oh, it's hard. It's this, it's that. It's like, thanks for the free advertising, bro. Like, thank you for bringing up our name, in what you do. We don't do that with anyone else really, but it's funny, and people come in and like, yeah, I didn't try this because someone told me I couldn't. I didn't try it for years, and then I come in and I'm like, now I realize I can do it. I wish I'd have come sooner. Just like Apple and Samsung. You never see Samsung in Apple's commercials. It doesn't happen. They know they don't need that. So anyway, what you think about, you bring about. What you think about in your mind, if it's positive, if it's healthy, if it's good, it's not the end-all be-all, but your brain is going to look for other things that support it. It's what it does. It's part of the filtration process. If you're always thinking negative things, if you have a negative outlook, your brain is also going to find negative things to support that negativity. Get up in the morning, say something you're grateful for, think positive things to start the day. It doesn't have to be 10, 20 minutes long. It can literally be 30 seconds to think of 3 good things for the day. And then from there, your brain is going to look to confirm that. And when your brain finds that, it's kind of a snowball effect, all right? But the same thing is with negative. You start negative, your brain is going to snowball that negativity, that negative body image, that negative self-image, that lack of confidence, that lack of energy, that lack of community, that lack of belonging, right? Stay with the positive. Don't let people tell you what you can and can't do. That's their insecurity that they're projecting on the world. You can do whatever you want to do. You just might need to expand your circle to find the people that can help you get there. All right, guys, I hope some of this resonated with you. I hope maybe it was helpful. If not, I hope you at least enjoyed hearing me rant. As always, if you need help, just reach out, send me a message. I'll link some workouts and a plan in here. So if you need some help getting started, feel free. And if you're ready to meet, send me a message. We'll get together, talk about you, your goals, and see how we can help. All right, guys, have a great day.